Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. In the last part we got here to Woohoo Hooniversity, now we're nearly getting run over by people. Beanpole. Yeah, that was random. So let's progress onwards, and apparently find a dead body. And apparently Cackletta is already here, and they transformed all of the Hooniversity's professors into monsters, as this man will now kindly demonstrate. Oh god, you are ugly. Laser Sniffets. These guys are pathetically easy, though I always have trouble timing their attacks. Basically, when they are a distance away from Mario and Luigi, they'll fire a high ring, which you have to jump through. But if they're right in front of you, they'll fire a low ring, which you just stand on, and it'll pass right by you. Anyway, Woohoo Hooniversity here is the first really puzzle-intensive area of the game. And I mean that. We're not even going to get close to finishing at this part. Well, close. We're about 3/4 of the way done. But you want to come up here and hit this exclamation point block. I'm not sure if I should call it that or an block from Metal Gear Solid. But you also want to head to the opposite side and do the exact same thing, because otherwise you're going to have to hit that block later, and that is annoying when you have to do that. Anyway, with this laser snippet, we actually have a new battle. Or new enemy, rather. I actually didn't pay attention to what these guys were called. That's an attack boost, I believe, but let's see, these guys are Yo Bros. Obviously, the way they attack is based around their yo-yos. When they spin around the red one, they're likely going to attack Mario, and when they spin around the green one, they're likely to attack Luigi. When I say likely, it's because every now and then, as he does right here, they can occasionally fake you out. More often than not, though, they will follow through on the attack. They actually have rather high HP for this point, too. Also, I can say right now, it's around this part in the game where that, double XP if you get, what was the name of it? I don't remember. I think it was bonus band? No, bonus ring. The one that doubles experience if we don't get hit in a battle. This is where that really starts to shine, because I'm getting like hundreds of experience points in a battle. That's like an early game boss fight. Let's put it like this, my experience will be over 4,000 by the time that this video ends. Laser Sniffets. Laser Sniffets everywhere. And now it's time for the third and fourth new enemies, actually. Viruses and, I forget what they're called. Either way, the thing with the viruses, though, you can only hit them with the hammers when it comes to their own attacks. But when you hit them, as I'll demonstrate here, they change color. If you get all viruses on screen to be the same color, it's an instant KO. The viruses are from Dr.Mario, a Tetris-like puzzle game. So that's why that happens. I didn't pay attention to what that thing was called, but you guys can probably see it. They don't have that much HP, and they're rather basic. And Mario leveled up! And I think Luigi did as well, actually. Also around this point that I just stopped caring about my whichever stat has the least. I'll just look over what is a bit low overall, but not really care. And this is not the last level up we'll be seeing this part. I think we go up to 18 in this video. In fact, never remove the bonus ring, actually. You can switch out whatever else you have, but what I have now is pretty good. Double coins every battle and double experience if I don't get hit. Anyway, we got a really cool Easter egg in this area, actually. This is the Block History Museum, essentially. Because we got the blocks from Mario 64. The blocks from Paper Mario. The blocks from Mario World, which you guys have, I know for a fact have seen at this point, and the original blocks. It's actually a fun little fact. Blaster Master, Mario World, and something else, I think, were all recorded between parts 10 and this part here. Why? I feared I was going to get a bit low on videos. Well, we got two new blocks. The rally one, which is the one that goes between the two of them with the number counting up, and the random blocks, which randomly generates which one you're going to be next. We'll be seeing them a bit more in detail later on. Fun fact, actually, there's a lot of battles in this part. Case in point, we're already at level 17. Well, Luigi is. Mario takes another battle to get there for some reason. But this video was originally around double its current length because there was that many battles. And there's also going to be audio desync later on, I know that for a fact. I'm going to see if I can find out where it happens, but I'm probably not going to fix it. And this is a random block. This would actually return in Dream Team, I know that for a fact, but it's a bit easier in that one because you can just mash both buttons simultaneously and it'll almost always count. Not so much in this one. Also, one thing I find kind of annoying, it's very minor, but one thing that I think Partners in Time Onwards did that this one doesn't for is that your HP is actually shown beneath your A and B buttons there in the later games. And now Mario's level 17. Let's up his BP because that is kind of low. It's almost a full 10 points beneath everything else. Anyway, locked doors we'll be able to open up later, but pretty much what we have to do in this entire area, our entire goal with this entire place, we'll also memorize this, is get light into the door in the room where we activated the electric fence. Bam, we got a new enemy here, Mecha Chomp. These guys are rather simple. They look dangerous, but they're not really. What they'll do for their attack is go to the center and have their visor switch colors. The color that it is the bro is going to attack until it loses about half its HP. In which case, I think that actually happens here, it'll get electrified, and the color it displays is actually the opposite of what it displays. Case in point, here it shows it's going to attack Luigi, but it attacks Mario. Hopefully I explained that simply. And now you have to get those release codes in order to get them in the right order here. Because this is actually the source of the light we need to beat the dungeon. Actually, you may have noticed it in the room with the two exclamation point blocks that we were in earlier. There was actually a bit of a sphere circle thing, very similar looking to that. Pretty much we need to get this light in there. It's kind of like certain dungeons in Zelda games. Particularly the Spirit Temple to an extent, and I think it was Stone Tower? No, was it? No. I don't remember. Rather. I hate it when I don't enunciate things correctly, and I know for a fact I do that a lot. Sorry about that, by the way. I know I'm apologizing for that rather late in, but still. Anyway, rally blocks, you get one coin, rather, for every time you hit it. Except every time you hit it, it gets faster. I'm not sure what the limit on these things is, I can usually never make it above 20. But it's there if you need it, and I think these things are infinite to an extent. Think is a keyword there, as usual. And now we got this room. This room is a bit of an odd one. Pretty much we have a bunch of switches to hit in an order, obviously. It's fairly similar to a room over in Chucklehuck Woods, rather. Except it's got a twist. Similarly to Chucklehuck Woods, we have a bit of a time thing going on right here, because both gates are closed, but we got an exclamation point block. And upon hitting this, we need to hit 30 blocks within 25 seconds. These things move at varying speeds, but it's an overall easy minigame because you got two people. So essentially you only have to hit each one 15 times. Although admittedly I do cut it kind of close here. And the RN, I'm actually not sure if the speed of the blocks is set or if it's complete and total RNG. It might be, it might not be. Either way, I cut that way too close. Also, I should mention, there's an entrance to another room in the very bottom right of this area that you can get to by doing what I'm about to do, actually. If you can jump over 2 space blocks, like 2 block spaces like this, and if you do it again right where the door is, you can get to an empty room that I'm not sure if it has any purpose. If there is, please tell me in the comments below, but I'm not sure. Come on, thank you. Admittedly, actually, when I said that I recorded those 2 games in between this part and the last, that was also like 3 weeks of recording time, by the way. And because of that, I just had to get reused to some of the controls here. Luckily, I was back on timing almost immediately. Then again, the timing in each game is kind of hard to forget once you know it. Not sure why, but that's the way it works. Then again, I still think the easiest timing to remember in any Mario RPG goes to probably Thousand Year Door. Then again, Thousand Year Door is just amazing. And I should always compliment it. Because if anyone insults that game, they're pretty much gonna get flack anywhere they go. And some items. Also, I was kind of wrong about something, actually. I should probably bring this up. The chuckle beans. You only get them by, digging up stuff. I think the bean you get depends on how you get it. Underground is chuckle beans, blocks are who beans, and certain other ways will be giving you certain other beans. And that thing looks familiar, but we'll be ignoring that, or maybe not. Pretty much our goal, that thing, if you stand on that platform, shoots electricity, but we need to get it into that little fuse box there. And that exclamation point block is for later. There's a save block up here, and there's a switch we need to press down on the bottom left of that very room. However, I'm going to go down here first and actually fight some enemies. Because experience is good. Unless you're playing Final Fantasy VIII. In which case you want to be as low leveled as possible. And speaking of levels, Mario's now level 18! And I think Luigi is as well. And his HP is finally above 40. That's the thing with Mario and Luigi, actually. One of them will almost always have a higher HP total than the other, and one will always be a bit stronger on the offense. It's always the way it works. Actually, with that said, I'm not sure, actually, if level up stat gains are set or not. I know in certain games they are, but in others not so much. And the audio desync has arrived. And that's a barrel. If you actually, but that's actually not enough for what we need to do. Also, I should mention at this point that certain enemies will actually drop certain equipments. Like I got skull slacks from some enemy around here, but it's not as good as what I have. It raises my defense up, but I also lose HP, so it's kind of a pointless loss there. But now we need to spin jump across here to hit this switch. And go into that door, which is a mini door. It doesn't appear as much, but you need to be miniature Mario to go in there. Now, these little gray blocks that are in your way, those will go away after a bit, but we actually have to hit the switch that's in the very top right. It's essentially just a pointless maze that actually reminds me of a very similar looking maze in, what was that level from Sunshine? The one with the hotel. Either way, it reminds me of the vent system from the hotel in that game. Anyway, now that we have the second barrel around, we can actually do stuff with it, because you wouldn't be able to do anything if you had only the one. Also, we cannot progress this way yet. That audio desync, really, I really want to fix it, but at the same time I don't, because I'm lazy. Anyway, if you only had the barrel on the right, you would actually hit the statue that's there. And if that happens, I'm not the statue comes to life and explodes on you, but I'm not sure if that does damage or not. But by having both, we do that and activate that crane. But in doing so, Luigi gets kidnapped. Great. But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time Let's Play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, we'll be hopefully finding our brother there and saving him in the process. See you guys then.